You've got to play the moose for me.
I'm not going to play the moose. I played the moose in Toronto. I played the moose in Montreal. And I'm not going to play the moose again in Pasadena.
But, Pat, you're the only one who can do it. You're so good at it.
I don't care. It's humiliating.
But think how degrading it is.
Degrading? Yes, degrading. That's good for me.
Oh, I knew you'd do it.
No. You had me play the crow, and I almost choked on the cord. Everything you do with me is wrong. This time, I'm putting my hoof down.
Pat, my foot. Now listen. This is my first television special. And we can't be late.
No, I hate to be late.
Oh, I knew you'd do it. This is going to be great. It'll make you a star. You'll link to giraffes, everything.
Wait a minute. No. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. I am not going in there.
I'll fix you up with Bambi.
Oh, well, now you're talking.
The Ice House takes great pride.
I know, but
presents the break-in of a brand new act by our favorite comedian, the world's first travelogue comedian. Here's Steve Martin.
Well, I'll tell you, you'll be wonderful at it, Pat. There's one other thing. Yeah, I'm on. So I'm rambling round. Then I ramble up to Canada. Then I rent a car, and then I ramble some more, and then I rent a hotel. Now, everybody, let's sing along. Come on now. Rambling. Come on now. Rambling, hey, fantastic. Thank you very much. Too much. You're beautiful. This is too much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is true. I have become the first Travelogue comedian. This is my first television special, The Funnier Side of Eastern Canada. Hey! Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. And my guest stars are very big in Canada. The cities of Toronto and Montreal. Let's give them a big hand. Hey! And also appearing on this show is my very, very special guest star, the one and only Chocolate Moose, as played by my friend Pat McCormick. You know, folks, I see a lot of entertainers come out, and, well, frankly, they embarrass me because they try to do anything for a laugh. You know, they come out and get the audience on their side by going, "How many people are just visiting from out of town?" Everybody goes, "Oh, I am. But I don't do that because it is a cheap trick, and I know the audience doesn't enjoy it, and I don't enjoy it, so that's it. And I'm pretty sure the audience doesn't enjoy it. So, well, let's see how many people don't enjoy it. You know, when I first started out, I realized I should put a little comedy into the act. You know, I was just playing the old banjo, but I don't really have a sense of humor, so I hired some Hollywood comedy writers. And I paid them $3,000, and they wrote a fantastic piece of material for me, and, well, I'd like to do it for you right now. It's pretty funny. I think you're going to enjoy it. Think it was worth $3,000? The napkin trick. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And now I realize a lot of you people are sitting out there saying to yourself, "Oh, this is just another banjo magic act." Well, actually, that's not true, because right now I'm going to go into my Thrill-A-Minute balloon animal act. I feel great. But let me warn you, kids, stay away from it. It only leads to the harder stuff. Inner tubes and blimps. See how I fill the balloons up with words, and if they pop, they go, hooey! Okay, I hope nobody walks in right now. Oh, look, a female impersonator. And now it's time for Fun Balloon Animals. Here we go! Hooey! Puppy dog. Whoa! There's a better one for that. There's plenty of them, folks. We'll make it a dirty one. Venereal disease. Actually, what this is a birth control device, and I'll show you how this works. See, if you wear this on your head, then no one will talk to you. Oh, boy. Well, I'd like to get serious just for a moment. You know, I see a lot of comedians come out and, well, frankly, they embarrass me because they try to do anything for a laugh. And that's not where I'm at. You know, I'm into more of a sophisticated kind of thing. In fact, here's something you don't often see. Now on with the Travelogue. This first shot is me in Toronto at the start of my Canadian vacation. Okay, hold it. Well, here we are in Canada. We're on the 56th floor observation deck of the Toronto Dominion Center, the tallest stainless steel clad building in the world. You can see everything in the city from here, so come on and follow me.
Travelogue comedian.
Remember the old joke, I spent a week there one night? That's the way a lot of people used to talk about Toronto. Well, the image of Canada has changed. No longer is it thought of as a country with nothing but Mounties and Indians. Oh, no. They have one of the finest collections of Eskimo art in existence up here. See, this one is titled Eskimo Giving Mouth-to-Mouth Resuscitation to a Kayak. And this is, of course, the very beautiful mood in whale blubber. You know, no tour of Toronto would be complete without checking into a hotel first. I'm staying over there at the Four Seasons Sheraton, where you get the feeling you're in the great outdoors the moment you walk into the lobby. You know, Canada's a real wonderland for sports enthusiasts, and while I'm here, I plan to get in a lot of my favorite sport, ice tennis. Pardon me, sir. Can you tell me where the ice tennis courts are?
Oh, sure. Do you know where the swimming field is?
That's over by the golf rink?
That's right.
Okay, thank you. Have a good game. You know, the Four Seasons Sheraton was originally built as a convention hotel, 43 stories high and over 1,400 rooms. Now, this is where they store the escalators. Anyone can have a room. While I'm here, I like the feeling of escalator living. Hello, operator. My room is moving. Could you please give me room service? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, hold it for me. Nice big smile. A little more natural. Oh, hi. You know, I love this country. While I'm here, I've taken the time to study and learn about Canada. For example, did you know that Toronto is an Indian word meaning the place of meeting? So let's go out now and meet the Canadianians. Canadians. Go out and meet these people out here. Canada. Oh, excuse me. I was just on my way to fight City Hall. This is Toronto's magnificent City Hall. It was designed by the Finnish architect Viljo Ravel. I wish you could see this at night. Get what I mean? Anyway, there's a very interesting story why one tower is shorter than the other. You see, while they were working on this tower, someone asked the architect what part of Sweden he was born in.
Hey, Mr. Ravel, what part of Sweden you from?
Mr. Ravel yelled back,
I'm Finnish.
so all the workers packed up and went home. Did you know that Toronto is the only major city in North America with a streetcar system?
Next stop, becoming desire.
Oh, this is it. It says here, 1861, the Toronto Street Railway system was established with horse-drawn cars. Gosh.
$115. You don't understand. You know what it's like to shop for Stella?
Oh.
You know what she puts me through? You don't understand. You just don't understand.
What? I've been stuck on this escalator for 40 minutes. Help! Toronto is a city on the move. They're constantly building. For example, this is the new communications tower. It's 1,805 feet high, making it the tallest self-supporting structure in the world. It was built for 3 reasons. 1, they wanted to improve the communication system for the city of Toronto. 2, they wanted to have a distinctive landmark for the city. And 3, they wanted to attract more gorillas from the Empire State Building. Whoop. This is Kensington Market, a Portuguese, Jewish, Italian, Greek, Spanish, Chinese, West Indian grocery store bazaar. In other words, it's a polyglot. What is a polyglot? A polyglot is a parrot that's been run over by a truck. You know, part of the fun in traveling is buying things. And when you travel around the world like I do, you really learn how to bargain with the shopkeepers. It's all part of the fun of a holiday. The number 1 rule is never pay the price they ask. Now watch how I handle this. Pardon me, sir.
Yes, sir.
How much is this hat?
$2.95, sir.
Oh, I couldn't possibly pay less than $3.50. All right, $4.50.
Well, sir, it's
Okay, I couldn't pay a penny less than $5.95.
Would you like to buy a lemon for $12?
You know, the people here have a real sense of humor about their new tower. They say jokes like, oh, it's so powerful they still get the Ed Sullivan Show live. Or, there's enough concrete in that tower to fill all of Burt Lancaster's cavities. Or, see, that tower is so tall it has trouble getting dates. Or, that tower grew up so fast now its clothes don't fit. Or, there's enough concrete in that tower to sink the entire mafia to the bottom of the sea. Well, those Torontonians have a great sense of humor.
Yes, sir. There you go.
I think you have a message for me, Steve Martin.
No, sir. No messages.
Well, I was expecting a big message. I could have sworn there was a message here for me. Of all the historical places here in Toronto, perhaps none is more exciting than this. This is the greatest landing in the history of aviation. No wonder this ship doesn't work. Look where they put the propellers. La da 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 da, la da da da. Going over cobblestone, your wafting perfume reminds me of our horse that's pulling us. Oh, spring reminds me of you in Montreal. I brought you here to show you one of Toronto's most talked about restaurants, Ed's Warehouse. I'm all dressed up because it's a very special kind of restaurant.
But, sir, you must have a tie on.
Oh, but I do have a tie on.
Oh, yes. Step right this way.
Thank you.
Right this way, please.
What a meal. It's ridiculous to eat that much. You know, the same man who owns that restaurant I just ate in also bought this entire street. And he put in little antique stores and little art galleries and little French restaurants, you know, and it's so cute here. It's just like a little movie set. In fact, I feel like I'm about to be in a movie. Whoa! Whoa! I think I'm getting happy feet. Okay, so I can't dance. It's getting so a guy can't have any fun anymore. What does a moose know about dancing anyway? You're no hoofer. Of all the sights here in Toronto, none is more unusual than Ontario Place, a 96-acre cultural and leisure complex located on the North Manly Shore in the entire universe.
Come on and be a part of Ontario.
So I just thought I'd come here and have a good time. Just really enjoy myself. I came here to relax and have a good time, and I end up being chased by...
This'll teach you to fool around with me, you overgrown stuffed animals. Now come back here.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Oh, boy. I'm having a great time here, and you ought to, too. Get 'em up, Scout. And perhaps only I will know the truth. This is Laurent, the antique carousel. It's over 100 years old. It's fantastic. Everybody, have a good time here at Laurent. I'm frightened. This is Laurent, the antique carousel. It's over 3,000 years old. It was brought here when ancient Egypt was just a budding little country. It's worth over $12 billion. Of course, I'm not enjoying this because this is strictly for kids. So, I'm not having a good time, and I'm sure that no one else out here is having a great time. This is a great way to see a city, by taxi.
Well, if you can afford it, it's nice, really.
I noticed the meter's $45.
Ah, listen, look at the conversation you get.
Oh, well.
Aren't those flowers beautiful?
Yeah.
Planted them yesterday.
Yeah. I always heard it was a real fertile city, Toronto.
Well, when you can find ground, this is University. Beautiful boulevard.
What street is this?
University Avenue.
Oh, yeah, I was in college.
You were?
Yeah. I studied philosophy, like Socrates and Plato.
Who do they work for?
I don't know. I don't think they're working anymore. How long have you been driving a taxi?
About 6 inches.
What do you mean 6 inches?
When I first started, my stomach was 6 inches from the wheel. How long you been in the city?
Oh, about 6 inches.
Hey, you know what that building is over there?
Of course I do. That's the Royal Ontario Museum.
Hey, you're right. You know, some of the stuff in there's worth over $100.
That person was honking.
Well, maybe he knows you.
Oh, yeah, that's probably he recognized me. Hello. Okay, how much do I owe you?
$4.80 and $1.50 for the conversation.
Okay, you got it. So long.
Thanks a lot.
I'm here. I'm here now. Okay, everybody get depressed for a while, then we'll bring you up. Now what we have to do here is raise some money, because I have to go to Montreal, and I have to leave tonight, and so I'm just going to play the banjo, and you just throw money into the banjo case, and then and one other thing, I do have to go first class, so it has to be like $40. Okay, here we go. Hot dog, the old Jimmy Sutton. You can't play that, you can't play nothing. Okay, let's get moving here. You're not a reviewer, are you? I'm tired of working these toilets. Thanks a lot for coming by. I'm sorry I can't stay, so That's it. Well, guys, I didn't expect all this. Okay. Well, let's get into another tune here. A little, let's see, Ramblin' Hobo Special. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That was close. Thank you. Oh, no. No, I don't deserve that, really. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to Montreal. I have to leave Toronto. Why am I going to leave Toronto? Because this man is in the way. Oh, excuse me. Because I've gone everywhere and I've done everything. I've seen everything there is to see. I've been to Marseille and the Isle of Dupré. I've climbed Mount Nutnui. I bought hot dogs in France, and I've painted a fence. I played marbles for hours on end. I've rolled jelly beans up an incline. I put whipped cream in my underwear. I put a telephone in my nose and called my mother. I put an umbrella in my mouth and opened it. I sat on a lemon meringue pie. I've done terrible things to my dog with a fork. I've seen the world from both sides now, from upside down and round, and I only have one question. Where am I? Well, it's time for me to leave Toronto now. But before I go, I want to remind you, as you travel around this beautiful Canadian countryside, always take a litter bag in your car, because it doesn't take up much room, and if it gets full, you can just toss it out the window. So long! Just one more. Hello again. World traveler Steve Martin here, overlooking Montreal, the city of haute couture and haute cuisine. I'm speaking French. You see, you learn to speak French by putting a rubber band around your lips. Come with me as we weave our way through the colorful streets of the second largest French-speaking city in the world, renowned for its restaurants, parks, and the extraordinary Man and His World exposition. It is spring in Montreal, the return of people in the streets, and the renewal of a special atmosphere. Montreal is a city well known for its beautiful women. Watch how I handle this. Pardon me, you're not with the moose, are you?
Non, je suis ici seule.
What was that? I didn't get. You must be talking another language. Oh yes, I'm staying at the Ritz-Carlton. Well, I make a lot of money, you know. I'm in the stock market. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the stock market or not. If you do, you'll appreciate this. I bought cardboard when it was 14 cents a ton. And you know what it's up to now. 16 cents. And I bought 3 tons of it, so let's see, that would be... Well, you figure it out.
How do you make your money?
Well... Oh, doobie-doobie-doo. You don't mind if I sing, do you? Oh, yes, it's spring in Montreal, where we'll sing and ride in horse carts over Montreal. And music and excitement doobie-doobie-doo, because it's spring in Montreal, where we'll sing and ride in horse carts over Montreal. And music and excitement doobie-doobie-doo, because it's spring in Montreal. And the cobblestones remind me of you, and we're in love. Isn't that right, darling?
Pardon me, could you tell me where the ice tennis courts are?
No, I don't really know.
Well, then maybe I could help you. Take a left down at the volleyball stadium.
Would you like a lift?
Yes.
Right in front of me. Driver, take them away. It says here in the Ritz-Carlton brochure that they put particular emphasis on the individual attention and well-being of every guest. Let's see if they live up to their brochure. Pardon me, I'd like the presidential suite, please.
Yes, sir. But may I ask, what are you the president of?
Pardon, what?
Well, you must be the president of something to have the presidential suite.
Well, give me the comedian suite, then. You know, tipping, like it or not, is one of the most misunderstood concepts in traveling. There's really quite an art to it. And when you travel around the world like I do, you really learn how to handle each individual tipping situation. Bellman? Yes, sir? Thank you. Think nothing of it. I'm a traveling monopoly salesman. You know, the railroad people were the real pioneers of this country, but unfortunately, the train business isn't what it used to be. As a matter of fact, they've just turned this train into the tomb of the unknown python. Actually, I'm only kidding, of course. It's just a joke. This is really the storage tank for the world's longest spaghetti. Of course I'm kidding. This is really the rigging end of the Furman of the Birmingham. Actually, I'm kidding, of course. This is really the Yokotai Yohono Hatsaku. Pardon me, I was just reading. This is what the people of Montreal proudly call the underground city. 185 acres of restaurants and shops and boutiques and banks and theaters, all linked to a 16-mile subway system called the Metro. This is the most beautiful subway system I've ever seen. There's no graffiti, and it's also the quietest subway in the world, too, because, well, the trains run on rubber wheels. Now, the Metro system here has 26 stations, and each one is just like this one, clean and crime-free. And to top it all off, the city fathers have recently announced that the Metro will triple in length by 1978 to over 42 miles of track. See how beautiful this is? I like to vacation down here. It's so quiet and carefree, you know. This is my kind of place. I bring a beach blanket down here, you know, and lay it out and lay under the neon. This is a statue of the first man to ever kick a wolf to death. No, actually, this statue is something very sacred to the people of Montreal and something I don't want to make fun of. Now, here we have the oldest building in Montreal across the street from one of the newest buildings. Now, they put these mirrors up so that the newest building is reflected in the face of the old. I mean, the oldest building is reflected in the face of the new. Where we new in the... There are over 5,000 restaurants in Montreal, and I'm hungry. This wine I'm drinking is from a rare bottle of Chateau du McDonald's. The year? 2 o'clock. Now, when you dine in a restaurant in Montreal, it's very chic to order in French. And this is what I do. So let me do the ordering. Waiter?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Ah, je suis le deux soir. Plume de maçon en toi. La sonneterie suédoise. Je suis la république de Solon. Oh, and bonsoir tout le son de toi.
You have just ordered 1 chou cheese on it, 3 tuna fish molds, some fortune carrots, and you want to massage my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, monsieur?
Yes, get me the telephone. I'm suing my French teacher. Ah, a merry musician. Come, everyone. Let us sing along.
So this is the best.
Way down upon the Swanee River. Come on.
Alouette, gentil alouette. Alouette, je te plumerai la tête, je te plumerai la tête.
And here is one of Canada's most famous landmarks. The world's largest umbrella mine. The mine now produces over 75,000 umbrellas per year, making over 1/10 of the world's total umbrella production. April 28, 1967, marked the opening of an exposition called Man and His World. A once-in-a-lifetime happening, a city born on 1,000 acres in the middle of the St. Lawrence River. The United States display was built as a salute to one of America's reigning symbols, the golf ball. It was driven here from New Mexico by an atomic-powered 6-iron. Anyone seen my ball? This is called Habitat. Look, it's an experimental housing development that was built for Expo 67. I wonder what kind of people live in a place like this.
Daddy, there's a funny man at the door.
Who is it, dear?
This is Place des Arts, a $38 million monument to the performing arts. It's a great thrill to be out here on a beautiful stage like this, so I have selected one of my favorite tricks, the magic dime trick. Notice the date on the dime. And presto, the mint mark has changed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is too much. Thank you. Okay, I guess I'll just practice one joke for tonight's show. Well, this grasshopper walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we got a drink named after you." And the grasshopper says, "You mean you got a drink named Fred?" Laughter, 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 laughter. "Hey, we got a drink named after you." And the grasshopper says, "You mean you got a drink named Fred?" Laughter, laughter, laughter. Well, it worked just like it did in rehearsal. Okay, here's something you don't often see. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Martin. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is too much. Well, thank you. Thank you. I don't deserve this. Thank you very much. Well, I didn't expect this. Thank you. Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm rambling around Canada, going to Montreal, hey, and then I'm going to Toronto, hey. Everybody now, come on. Oh, I'm rambling around, and I'm going to rent a car, hey. Well, this is not a sing-along crowd. Okay. So long. You know, folks, I really had a great time here in Canada, and, well, I've had so much fun, I don't know how to put it into words. We had the, I tell you, I'm just so excited, I don't know what to say. But I've had a great time. I'll bet you have too, huh? Well, let's all come up here to Canada, come on. Because every one of you comes up here, I get $1. Well, worked just like it did in rehearsal.
Mark it.
Trailer for Funnier side of Eastern Canada, take 127. Ah! You know, folks, we had a lot of fun making this show. And, well, frankly, we didn't have time to show you everything we shot. These are the outtakes. They're pretty funny, so we're going to show them to you right now.
Okay, hold it. Well, here we are in Canada. We're on the 56th floor observation deck of the Toronto Dominion Center. It's,
This first shot is me on the start of my Canadian vacation in Toronto. These clothes, you see, this is the look that you have to have if you're a tourist in Canada.
That's a nice-looking shirt. What is it, the flag of a sissy nation?
As a matter of fact, they've just turned this train into the tomb of the unknown python. Actually, I'm only kidding, of course. This is the storage tank for the world's longest spaghetti. The United States display was built as a salute to one of America's reigning symbols, the golf ball. Pardon me. You're not with the moose, are you? Oh, you're speaking French. I speak French too. We'll get along great.
Action!
Wait a second. It's all right, come on. There's a person here.
Action!
I think I'm getting happy feet. Oh, pardon me, I was just reading. This is what the people of Montreal proudly call the underground city.
It is, and I like it all.
Thank you.
Yes, you have so many things of attraction and education.
Well, it's a fantastic place. There's 185 shops here, you know.
Fantastic. There's
Banks,
no word
theaters.
to describe it.
Well, nice talking with you. You know, this is all linked to a 16-mile subway system called the Metro. Welcome to Ontario Science Center, where every year more than 1 million people come to learn about the miracles of science by actually taking part in them. This is a great place for kids, so come with me as we play with science. Now hold it. A nice big smile. A little more natural now. Perfect. You know, Old Fort York is really a beautiful relic. It was built in 1793 and captured and destroyed by Americans on April 27th, 1813. The Americans destroyed it by immediately installing 44 souvenir shops. Gosh, I wonder what it was like way back then. Well, I guess I'll never know. I'd like to get serious just for a moment. You know, I see a lot of comedians come out and, well, frankly, they embarrass me because I'm into more of a sophisticated kind of thing. Well, here's something you don't often see. You know, I'll tell you something. When we were out shooting this thing, everybody got along so great, and we experimented with a lot of stuff, you know, and some of the things maybe we'll use, maybe we won't use. But just...
The film is rolling off the floor. What kind of what?
Film is what?
The film is rolling off
Okay, okay, thread this up for me. Put her on, babe.
One more. Would you like to see the slides of my vacation?
Pat, wake up. You're on. Come on, read the end credits.
What do you mean, read the end credits?
You finally got to your part. Here, read these. And hurry up. It's the end of the special.
The part of Toronto was played by...
No. Here, let me help.
I thought you said this was my part.
The actors' credits in order of appearance were
Neil Lundy is the Mountie, Mary Jane Bouquet is the Indian woman, and Ed Wilson is the passerby.
The production coordinators were Steve Schultz and Lisa Wilder.
Michael Rappaport was the first workman, and Gillies Fenwick played Mr. Ravel.
Production manager John Board. Sound recordist George Mulholland.
Nick Nichols was the impressionist, and John Stockard the shopkeeper. John Kerr played the maitre d'.
Director of photography Don Wilder.
Choreography by Vanetta Stromberg.
Editor Alan Shefflin.
Annette Terry played the girl, and Valerie Sterrett was the hotel clerk. Don Aries played the waiter.
The directors were Don Wilder, Bruce Campbell, and Stanley Cherry.
The associate producer, Helen Nelson, the producer, Dirk Wales, and the show was created by
Bruce Campbell. It was written by
Pat McCormick and Eric Cohen and Gary Miller and Michael Weinberger and Jimmy Ritz.
And Steve Martin and Bruce Campbell. and that's it.
But first, this message.